Welcome, acolytes. Now, today... Whoa, this was my brief öffner. But hey, irrelevant. Today I'm actually watching Shaun the Legend. I think it's called like that. I don't know. Never seen this creator, by the way, but I heard from one of my viewers. But I cannot freaking remember his name. Agent of Social Media Chaos. Good. I just, the full name is just too much for me. Sorry, pal, for that one, but it is what it is. No, this is actually quite an interesting thing. Because at the end of the day, how I understand it is that Mutahar was actually, as the title actually suggests from Shaun, that Mutahar was caught viewing lolicon and hentai. And if you may or may not know, Muda isn't exactly for those things. Now, I learned a lot about lolicon since the beginning, especially thanks to a few viewers I have actually explained the entire situation to me, and I had to admit I was wrong. It is what it is. But and to a certain degree, I understand why people like it. There are some certain points I like. There are some things that I extremely dislike, but it's relevant. It's definitively not a thing that deserves pure hatred. Let's just say it like that. But Mutahar isn't a fan of that. And if he's hypocritical about it, like Vosh, maybe not to the same extent, that's a pretty big hit for Mutahar, especially because Mutahar is a very well respected person in the YouTube sphere. He is actually quite legendary, if you may say so. A lot of people know him, a lot of people know how he acts, and you have to have really stellar proof to actually get a person of trust to show that he's hypocritical. And by the way, Mutahar isn't immune to that. I remember exactly the last thing that Mutahar was hypocritical about was his religion. It was some beef with the quartering, where Mutahar instantly jumped against the quartering, spilled some bullshit, and the quartering just told him, hey, I didn't say this is the fact. And Mutahar was just fully wrong about it. I don't know if he actually apologized about it or not. Quartering was right, he was wrong. That's all I care about. So, yeah, just hear what Shaun has to say about it. And, wait, give me a second. May I just see his... Oh. I mean, his channel looks great. I'm gonna be honest, this looks great. But definitively, I knew it. Oh, but a few things. Okay, fair enough. Let's just look at this video. And just go.
And I'm just going to get right into the situation. So today we're going to be covering Mutahar, aka SomeOrdinaryGamers, once again. Now, I made a...
Oh, can someone tell me what this game is? Because it looks pretty responsive, to be honest. I don't like this square thingy-bobs, but I mean, if it's a good game, it looks pretty responsive, even if I just seen a few seconds of this. But
a previous video on SomeOrdinaryGamers, and if you don't know about that or you haven't seen it or anything, then I'll leave a link down in the description below. But it's relevant to the topic today because we're once again going to be discussing him and how he's being a hypocrite about lolicon and just fictional stuff.
Okay, good. So I need to watch the video. Link to the creator's video. Okay, let me watch it first. If it's important, it's important. Well, I just watched it. And fuck me. There was definitively enough proof to say that Mutahar is a bit irresponsible in his information gathering about his friends. Let's just say it like that. And, well, fair enough, I guess. Let's just continue this one.
Stuff in general. So this is all stemming from the fact that someone posted a tweet on Twitter linking a video on YouTube from a channel that was covering Mutahar because he watched lolly hentai. He was like shown lolly hentai by Nux Taku on either one of their streams or in one of Nuxtaku's older videos. I'm not exactly
Yes.
sure. But basically,
Good, I can help with that because I just seen it. He has shown the old videos of Nurtaku and Umpavel, by the way. Also Tom Dark, where they reacted to basically porn videos of anime, hentai, and yeah.
a whole bunch of people on Twitter was calling out Mutahar for this and everything and pointing out how he was being hypocritical once again, because if you don't already know, and if you want to know the whole situation, then just watch my video down below that I'll leave a link to. But he was calling out Lolicon and stuff and trying to basically say that it was similar to CP. He was like, it's not.
Nope. If you have friends that watch hentai lolicon, loli stuff, and you say stuff like that, and you talk to those people regularly, I see how he's a hypocrite. And that's not just a hypocritical, that's really fucked up. I'm gonna be honest, like, having the high ground, he's washing the entire thing.
Not exactly the real thing, but it's pretty close to it. And then there was a few other things that he said on Twitter about it and stuff. And what happened before in a previous situation was that he got called out and exposed for being a hypocrite before, because he had watched schoolgirl hentai and literally talked about it on stream before in like one of his older videos from like a few years ago, where he was talking about watching a schoolgirl hentai called Dropout, where basically in the hentai the students and everything the students had got turned into sex slaves and stuff, and it was just
oh my fuck. What the fuck? Sorry about laughing, but this was just it wasn't how he explained it, it was what he explained. This sounds so freaking but hey, I'm gonna be honest here. When I was younger, I wasn't innocent, so
a whole crazy situation, and he got called out for being a very big hypocrite over that whole situation. And now this has surfaced where he was shown lolly hentai on one of Nuxtaku's either streams or videos, and you can quite literally see a bit through the pixel the freaking lolly hentai that they're watching and stuff, right?
yeah, you can.
So
by the way, yes, you can see it if you watch the video of the guy that I'm gonna include the other guy's link down there if I don't forget it, because now I remember I actually forgot to include a different link in one of my videos, even though I said I'd do it, but I don't remember which one. So I'm gonna try to do it this time, just so you can watch the thing that this is based on and my reaction that this is based on, and the other thing.
I'm going to play the clip in question so you guys can understand what I'm talking about.
Mutahar told Chad Logic, Nicholas Diorio, and Turkey Tom that he didn't know Nuxtaku used porn in his videos. He said he collaborated with him on memes and game shows, but here he is looking at media that in the moment he recognized as lolicon.
Oh, come on. See, I am happy that he actually got this video out and did this. Sean. And the guy that he's showing this about is, by the way, Nicandros. And because I'm a stupid freaking boomer sometimes, I didn't see that. Ah, there it is.
In the aftermath.
Nicandros. Good. To have that out of the way.
Which legally.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you the lolly is about here, I'm gonna put this avatar, use it as a pointer. Fair enough.
Canada is considered.
Urinate. Sock job. What the fuck? Sleep. Mutahar is one sick puppy.
Child pornography. Illegal to view, illegal to possess, and illegal to distribute. But the guy he's good friends with behind the scenes, the guy he doesn't want to burn, Nuxtaku, has filmed him doing this and is distributing it on YouTube with the name of the animation visible in the original video for anyone to search up and access themselves. No age restriction. Surely.
Damn. And by the way, I heard that Sean has extra information. That's why I'm reacting to... that I'm not reacting to the old video, but to Sean's video that's actually showing the other video.
In this moment, he announces his disgust and says, "I'm not doing a podcast with you, you maladjusted freak." But Mutahar is unfortunately bound by powers beyond our understanding.
For far too long.
Oh no. No. This is... the guy that actually invented this... this Pikachu Sonic mix, it's Christian, and this mentally ill person is just... oh, how can you support that? Come on, Muda. I mean, it's entertaining to watch Christian actually burn, but I also think that Christian is mentally ill, that he's not doing the things he's doing to entertain people, but that he's really mentally ill.
Standing.
For far too long.
These are the four horsemen of the apocalypse we're looking at right now. This is like some mythological.
They've been around since long before civilization.
Exactly.
Those are the 5 rules of the Onami household. Nice and wholesome, right?
Forgive them at all. I will not.
They then fuck.
Anything. Wait, they fuck?
Now, obviously, that was not my commentary that you just heard over those clips. That was coming from the YouTuber who made this original video.
Brother, Sean, I understand names are fucked, but please, Nikandros, please, do the thing. Like I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I do schlop content. Like reacting is schlop. I'm admitting it. It is what it is. But at least have the decency, if you actually use clips from the other guys, have the decency of speaking out their names in, well, not just linking the name downwards, but also mentioning their names a few times just so they get their fair share of your video, because it's about them. Except it's really a bad person, but Nikandros isn't the bad guy here.
Video in the first place. I was just using a clip from his video. But what he said is indeed correct. In Canada, lolicon is considered illegal and is considered, I believe, CP over there as well. But
oh, wait. Yeah, you're correct about... yeah, Sean is correct about that. Yeah. I think even in Germany, it's also considered CP. So, yeah. It is, so it's definitively illegal. Huh.
But I don't really give a shit about Canada's fucking laws, because Canada's laws is retarded any damn way. And
I agree with you.
also, I'm not even sure if Mutahar was even in Canada at the time, but like I said, I really just do not give a shit because their laws are retarded. It's like with Australia's laws where they ban violent video games and shit. It's honestly just so stupid. And plus, I don't live in Canada anyway, so I honestly just do not care about what's going on over there when it comes to their dumb laws. All I know is that their laws are stupid, and I'll probably never visit Canada. But back to the...
No, you shouldn't. By the way, a friend of mine was in Canada, and he came back such a gigantically pain in the ass that I just broke up contact with him totally.
Point at hand, because I'm getting a little off topic. As you can see, Nuxtaku indeed did show Mutahar hentai, and then Mutahar was even over here saying stuff like some... But back to the topic at hand, as I was getting a little...
Yeah, and I misunderstood that when I thought it's... yeah, I misunderstood the clip. Sorry about that.
I tracked what I was saying. As you can see, Nuxtaku did indeed show Mutahar lolly hentai right there in the video clip. And I can even tell you what the name of this darn hentai is. Well, I can't really pronounce it well, so I'll put an image of it up here on the screen, and I'll even put the tags up here. And I can also vouch for myself that I know for a fact that this is lolicon hentai. Now, if you're questioning how I know that, well, then it's safe to say that you don't already know that I am indeed a lolicon myself, and you're probably at the wrong YouTube channel, because I'm not here to call Mutahar a pedophile or nothing over this. I'm simply I'm simply calling him out as a hypocrite over this whole situation, considering that he's complained about Lolicon before.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, this is totally correct. You're not, right now, Sean, you're not actually spreading hate, or I don't have the feeling you're spreading hate. You're spreading information that are, well, precise. As far as I actually researched this on the quick, by the way, I'm gonna deep dive a bit more in this for me personally. But I doubt that there will be anything. But the clips that I've watched were enough. He is a hypocrite if it comes to that. He washed it. Not as bad as Wash, but he definitively washed it.
But considering how I'm already at over 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, it's safe to say that a lot of you in my audience already know what you signed up for the minute you clicked on it.
And by the way, grats for that. Grind, and you're gonna get it at some point, I hope. I mean, I didn't, so I'm in the bottom right now, but hey, I'm doing only pure schlop show, so it won't grow quickly.
This video, I want to touch on something real quick because it's very funny to me how a lot of these commentary channels and just content creators in general will sit here and bitch about fictional content in anime like Lolicon, and not just that either, but they'll even bitch about a lot of like violence and stuff, like the whole situation with G-Man Lives, who was over here bitching about GTA 4 and a GTA 4 clip where someone was literally going around and doing crimes in a GTA game and was killing people in a fucking hospital. Now, it's honestly just ridiculous how we're living in such a clown world with these people who are whining about fictional characters, fictional media so darn much. They're trying to like freak.
This is the thing. Games are and always will be a target for things like that. Now why? Because let's be honest, it's easy. You can have a lot of violent games that show fucked up shit that are an easy target for that. And there also are a lot of games that are just good and they won't get mentioned anyway. It's just like with Loli. People don't understand it, they don't like it, they hear it could have something to do with CP. And I'm gonna be honest, after I heard this, my mind was instantly in a way of, oh, fuck this, nah. Instantly. If anything has to do with, in a certain way, doing that stuff to children, I'm not for that. Like, I am instantly agitated. So, yeah. You just have the same, well, thing as gamers here. Fuck me, simply.
Freaking push these darn agendas and ban this type of stuff, all because they keep getting in their fucking feelings over it and going like some, well, you have a moral obligation to not do such and such, or regardless of the law, you shouldn't be doing this and that. Like, it's so fucking stupid to me. And then when you point out their hypocritical points and their flaws and the things that they're saying, they'll start freaking crying like a bunch of fucking man babies and start slandering you. And this isn't the only situation where Mutahar was being hypocritical about not just Lolicon, but just fictional media in general. These are not the only two situations. My previous video on him and this one is not the only one. I want to take a look at some other stuff real quick because I've been watching a lot of content creators for years, and I've been watching Mutahar for years as well, because this dude will sit here and he'll do deep web browsing videos where he'll literally look at sites talking about horse fucking, like actual fucking horses. I'm being serious when I say this. He'll look at sites on the deep web browsing about horses and instructions on how to fuck them, and he'll also look at fanfics about My Little Pony and shit, or he'll read troll pastas from years ago that feature fictional characters who are underage and performing sexual acts on each other. What was it? My Immortal fanfic, the Harry Potter fanfic, and it featured a lot of sexual content in it with a lot of the Harry Potter characters who are underage.
So one thing over here is we've got horse instructions from the 4th Dimension BBS. Now, of course, it's part of an alternate news group called Sex or Bestiality. So, yeah. We're diving right into horse fucking, ladies and gentlemen. If you were eating, I apologize for you very much. Today we're going to learn how to fuck a horse. So let's, I'm so glad it's a Sunday, dude. Y'all can go motherfucking see Jesus after this.
I like that title.
Is that Cream from fucking... Oh,
I'm pretty sure that was just baby.
in the next clip. Instantly, this is... Oh, it does look good for the man. But hey, it is what it is, ain't it? People, I mean, I am sure that down the road, I gonna get caught for some point that I actually made somewhat and was super critical about because I didn't think about it. This will happen to everyone. But I'm gonna be honest, being hypocritical to that amount is a bit shitty at the best of times. And, yeah, okay.
Saying Cream sequel.
But I also would say, now that I think about it, I don't agree with Shonto 100% about this, because Mutahar didn't look at the porn of it. He looked at destruction, let it be as it is, but he did. And I don't find that to be hypocritical. I mean, he clearly made fun of it. That's not entirely the same thing, I would say, but I understand the point.
Before cutting to every color, we played that, by the way, all of us in a call one night. People were just gonna admit to that.
Oh no, babysitting crimes of furry. Oh no, fuck off.
It was all Ace. It was literally Ace's idea.
It was
okay. For a couple for flash game where you play as Sonic, as he babysits and seduces Cream the Rabbit with 6. Oh, fuck off.
It was
by the
not
way-
my idea. I was the one who played it because you guys are a bunch of babies.
And you
But-
Yeah,
and
okay.
you narrated the entire thing.
Damn
Yeah,
straight
you-
I did.
Gotta go fast before cutting to every color in the universe.
Oh, fuck me.
Another text message
God.
appeared. So many bitches to rape with so many
This is a better evidence.
so little time. Would you agree? This is a
Wow, this is like that fucking Mario creepypasta with the fucking like peach and shit.
this is a rhetorical question, by the way. I'm just testing to see if my caps lock button is working.
Self-aware bastard.
What the hell? Just what is going on? I started to think Hitler was actually trying to talk to me into rape.
Wait,
What the fuck?
Okay,
talking-
if you consent, it's not rape. First off,
He's 12.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, her writing is
Rape.
really shit.
We played Babysitting Cream. Carry on.
how many more times are we gonna reference that?
Plenty
But-
more.
As many times as we need to, because we all feel dirty as shit playing it, but move on.
I was just stated that I started to think that, okay, you know what? I'm going to try and stop pointing out all the flaws in this shitty story. It'll be over much faster that way. Thank God.
Thank you. You're more fucking nicer than my Immortals author.
What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what?
Oh, apparently
What?
Lupin.
Oh.
What? What?
Uh,
I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore has told us to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo. What the hell are they still at the school? What the hell are they still there? No, actually, get it, hell? Can I please borrow some condoms? Condoms! Condoms! You growled angrily.
Fuck me, okay.
What? Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fucker. He said gong away.
Fucker.
Well, anyways, I put on some black eyeshadow.
A lot of content creators that sit here and bitch about fictional content like Lolicon or Shotokan or other kind of taboo tropes is that they'll go out of their way to consume this stuff or consume media that frequently has this stuff in it. And then one excuse that they'll seem to always use is that they're consuming it critically, and as long as they don't enjoy it or get off to it, then it's okay for them to enjoy it. And that it doesn't matter if it's criminal activity or not, because if they're critically consuming it or trying to look at it for research purposes, then it's okay for them to do it and it's not fucking illegal. And it seems like they don't understand why CP or CSCM or CSAM is bad in the first place, which is why they go out of their way to label this stuff CP. And it's just honestly stupid to me, because it's clear that an argument like that would never even fucking work in the court if they were ever even convicted for this stuff, which obviously they probably never will unless they go to a place where it's illegal like Canada. But otherwise, that An argument like this would not work in court, where they can go ahead and just say, oh, well, I was consuming this stuff for research purposes, and, you know, I was critically consuming and looking at it, but I wasn't enjoying it or anything. And it's like they have no fucking brain cells at all, man. And then another thing is that they'll hang out with other content creators who also enjoy this stuff or has had a history of enjoying this stuff. Point in case, Nuxtaku, who practically tried to erase his whole history of him being a lolicon and everything, or enjoying lolly media, where he even got rid of videos and stuff where he was talking and covering this whole stuff. It's honestly just so fucking baffling to me how these people will go out of their way to be such blatant hypocrites and then still get a bunch of support. And I know for a fact there's going to be people, hell, probably even other content creators, that circle around my damn channel like vultures and just look at everything that I upload so they can sit here and make some dumbass fucking video trying to break down my points and tell me how I'm the idiot and I'm the one in the wrong, and then try to defend Mutahar.
Good. Just so we're clear. To a certain point, you have to understand this. Everything they said is to a certain point true. Not entirely. I'm not saying that Mutahar is innocent here, because if you're viewing this stuff to get information, in my opinion, it's fine. But if you're doing it on a regular basis, like we just seen and heard Mutahar does, and how Nuxtaku did it, then it's freaking sus as hell. Then it's not cringeworthy anymore. This is suspicious. Because as you maybe you don't know the Vosh situation, but Vosh was also a very, very outspoken guy against Lolicon, and it actually popped out that he wants to be a horse that fucks actual children. Yes. And he viewed the side of Lolicon that I personally don't like, if the characters look like children. If you're one of those that likes those kinds of Lolicons, I do not agree with you. I think you're sick in the head. But if it's all the other stuff, where it's just a younger looking adult, I have nothing against that. That's totally fine in my eyes. And the best thing I can actually compare it is with, wait, let me see it. Was it? Oh, I always forget how One Punch Man, the green hair, young looking film. I found it. Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. I find this being okay. It's a smaller female, but she looks like a small woman. In my opinion, that's fine. Good. But that's my opinion on that one. So good.
But hey, you people can do whatever the hell you want, because honestly, I'm just, for the most part, I'm just not even caring about it anymore. Most of the time, I just sit here and laugh at these antis because they're so stupid and so hypocritical. And then a lot of them also get outed as the real criminals all along, which is another baffling thing to me. And yet they'll still get tons of support. But hey, this is really all I wanted to talk about. Not that long of a video. I just wanted to cover this new information that came forward about Some Ordinary Gamers and give my take on it. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, then make sure.
Good. I mean, he still did a good video, or I think, with maybe the only thing I personally disliked was that he didn't learn the name of Nicardos entirely. I mean, Sean the Legend, at least I had the decency of saying your name a few of the times, maybe without the legend, but I think we all can agree on one thing, that it's fine that way. You still know that I'm talking about Sean here. But hey, agree, disagree, and if you like him, me, give him a sub. I'm definitely gonna like and sub so I can follow him from time to time, maybe make a reaction. And as it is, acolytes, good night.